Alright, what's up everyone, it's Rodder MMA Bet speaking, bringing betting strategy transparent and consistent to you. In this video I'll be covering the main card for UFC Fight Night Lewis vs Oleinik, also known as UFC on ESPN Plus 32, UFC Vegas 6. I think all those numbers are still confusing, at least in my head. If you're new to my channel and you don't know how I bring the so-called transparency and consistency, check for the other videos. Check for the intro video where I explain my spreadsheet. I explain how you could use it, how you could leverage my strategy. Also, previous cards, the videos are all available. The results are available. You guys can take a look what were the results by yourselves and see whether it's making sense or not. Alright? If you like this idea, if you like that I bring these videos live and the comments, the fights breakdown, please like the video, subscribe, share with your friends, and in the future consider supporting the channel. Everything I say here, it's my opinion, it's my analysis. See if it makes sense to you. Obviously it's your money that you're putting at risk, so always take everything that I say with a grain of salt. Having said that, let's go right into it. Awesome everyone, if you're familiar to my channel, you know what this is, you know there's color codes that are, take a look how I'm betting this fight, and good luck with your bets if you know how to use it already and if you trust my picks and my analysis. If you'd like the breakdown, bear with me here. Let's break down the main card. So first off, Oleinik and Dariush Lewis. I think I missed an R here, sorry. I have already made a video for this one. I'll put the link in the descriptions. Take a look into that, where I have already, sorry about that. I have already broken down this fight and also the co-main event, Weidman versus Akhmedov. These two fights I have covered already in a different video. Please take a look into that. Okay, so Pitolo versus Stewart. Okay, how do I see this fight, guys? First off, a little bit of either guy. Pitolo, if you guys have seen him fight before, the guy's super calm, he's tough, he's well-rounded. I find it very interesting the way he fights. He kind of waits for his opponent, wait for his opening to throw that powerful right hand. He has power in both hands. I like his choices in boxing, good left hooks, good uppercuts, he times it well. The wrestling is not bad itself, he has good double legs, especially up on the fence. I like his counter wrestling, he defends very well. His last fight he fought takedowns very well. So what do I see from him? He can actually be hit and hurt, despite that, interesting boxing movement. He's there to be hit, and he can be hurt. Stewart, I like his athleticism. The guy is super fast, he's very powerful, he's very big for the division. Pitolo coming up from welterweight, he's not small, but Stewart, he's much bigger. Striking is great, footwork is really great, really good. Takedown defense improved a lot. He fought wrestlers before, Okay, sorry about this, guys. I wanted to get the name of the wrestlers. It's Beneil Lewis and Beneil Lewis and another wrestler he fought. So takedown defense really improved. The ground game is not there. Actually he kind of stalls the fight in the ground for the referee to stand up. Nonetheless, to me in this fight it will play on the feet. Stewart is he's athletic enough and he's strong enough to keep the fight standing. If not, he'll just quickly stand back up. And I see that jab popping out, that super fast straight, kicks are good. And I see him landing on Pitolo, and I see him actually, I would predict him as a TKO against Pitolo, and I'm betting Stewart, on minus 200. Actually, it's a mistake here in the slide, but in the spreadsheet it's accurate. And then a TKO, if you can get him around plus 600 or plus 400, I think it's a good bet. And if you're betting Pitolo, I would advise you to go with him in a decision. Julija Storialenko versus Yana Kunitskaya. So Julija or Julija, that's probably her name. So Actually, I don't see this as a high-level fight, guys. I think it's in the main card because of mostly these are two girls. And Storialenko, what I have seen from latest fight, she's kind of developing a right hand, you know. She likes the armbar, but I see her quite slow, and I don't see her actually effective, you know. She fought before in the Ultimate Fighter, neither impressive. She's quite big for the division, I see that, but rather than that, I don't see much. Kunitskaya, she's more well-rounded. She has much broader experience in the UFC, especially. I like her clinch. I like her physical strength, you know. Despite she's being fairly slow, I don't see her throwing much power. But she tries, you know. She tries good strikes. She has a good left hook, straight punches, you know. She uses a jab. She uses push kicks, knee stomps, you know. So the arsenal is pretty wide, you know. I'll give her that. But she's not that effective. I'll see how the lines are for this fight from my spreadsheet. You guys have seen that this is the one that I didn't put any bets there because I haven't seen the lines yet. They did not show up, but I would say definitely Kunitskaya is the favorite. I don't see much how Storialenko could win here, despite maybe a split draw or maybe that armbar, but I don't see much. So I would be betting Kunitskaya around minus 250 range. Lower than that, I don't think it's quite worth it. Scott Holtzman versus Beneil Dariush. This is an interesting fight. I was back and forth here. I think at the end of the day, Dariush has the better grappling and the clinch game. He throws very heavy, you know. He started off being basically a ground fighter, but then he moved to striking, you know, under that Rafael Cordeiro coach. Striking developed well. I like his jab. He has very long reach, long arms. Powerful straight hooks. The body kicks he throws heavily. But his thing is that he tends to brawl, you know, and when that's chin is suspect, and he really brawls when he gets hit, you know. He has power, he can brawl, but he's subjected to being KO'd by that. Holtzman, he has good striking. He has a good arsenal with the boxing at least. He pulls back, he has a good pullback straight, right hand. He's quite big and strong for the division. Wrestling is good. You know, he's not easy to hold down despite not having that much good ground game. But what I see from him, he tends to get tired, you know, maybe one fight or another. But to me, this is nearly a pick 'em fight. I'm picking actually Dariush for the win because of the clinch game and the grappling. But from my spreadsheet, as you guys have seen, I'm actually betting Holtzman. And I would like to actually take him on a TKO bet if I can get around the plus 500. Okay? Alright, I think this was for the main card. So let me go real quick on the spreadsheet. And then also please don't forget to take a look in that video so you guys can understand this better. I'm not going to explain that too much here. Okay? So I'm not betting Dariush Lewis, neither Alexei Oleinik. Why? Because I think Lewis should be getting the TKO, but he's not consistent enough. And Oleinik, he has a style that just doesn't fit to win against Lewis, despite that, I always forget, Ezekiel choke. Despite that Ezekiel choke that I think is actually a good chance if you're betting him on a submission, go for the Ezekiel choke. He may get it, you know, again. But I'm not betting that. Chris Weidman versus Omar Akhmedov. The breakdown is the other video. This is the fight that I'm betting mostly. I really like Weidman to win here. Take a look there to hear why. Stewart versus Pitolo. This is the other median confidence bet. I'm throwing Stewart in a straight bet and in a parlay as well. Actually, let me change these numbers. I would like to go like this, okay? It would be 1.5% in straight bet and 2% in a parlay for Stewart. Kunitskaya and Storialenko, I don't have the lines yet. And actually I can put that in the comments once I get them. And I can let you guys know if I'm betting that or not. Dariush versus Holtzman. Like I said, I'm betting Holtzman. I'm not too confident in that because the line is not very attractive. I would like to be getting Holtzman 2.6. 2.7 would be nice, like I put here 2.6. Nonetheless, I think despite the KO chance, he can make he can make Dariush a run for his money. He could be getting the win, you know. So that's why I'm betting him only 1%, but because I don't see enough asymmetry for the win here. Okay, so that was my prediction for the 3 fights here. 2 other fights in the other video. I'm coming up with the next video. Will be a little bit longer on the prelims. Alright, so thank you for your time, and wish you best of luck.